Nothing in pop culture safe. Wizard casting truth bombs. Mom bringing the fire. When the heart takes head, you're in the culture crossfire. Wizard spells, monsters roar, breaking down the culture war. When the fandom flames rise higher, you're caught up in the crossfire. Caught up in the fandom flame. Crossfire time. Nothing in pop culture safe. Wizard casting truth bombs. Mom bringing the fire. When the heart takes hit, you're in the culture crossfire. You're caught up in the crossfire.
Oh, here we are. We're back. It's time again. Culture Crossfire in the morning. I'm Marvin, the Movie Monster Montanero, and I am joined, as always, by the real-life fake wizard.
Let's go, dude. What a week. Ooh.
What a week.
And it's
What a week.
We're almost to the weekend. It's almost Toy Story time. It's also almost Death of Robin Hood time. Oh, how exciting. Marv, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Like, there's so much going on this week, and I know I say that all the time, but, like, as somebody who covers this news for a living on 2 different websites, it has been an exhausting week because you've got, the chat just went, holy smokes, oh my goodness. No, we're not doing that. But you've had an actual good Marvel trailer, or at least I think it's a good Marvel trailer. I know a lot of other people do too. You haven't seen it yet. We're going to watch it together. Probably get copyright hit. We'll see. You've got Millie Alcock just continuing to dive bomb her own movie in press and just utterly destroy any interest anyone has in this. You've got Russell Crowe. You've got Toy Story. Are you seeing Toy Story today?
Yes.
I am too. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because enough people that I respect like this movie.
It's just there's so much going on. I have 3 movies I have to see, Marv. I have to see The Furious, Toy Story, and Death of Robin Hood.
You still haven't seen The Furious.
It has been such a busy week, and I'm annoyed that it's like, oh, it's going to be nearly like 2 hours for Toy Story with all credits, and I'm like, with all the trailers, I'm like, I just don't want to do it.
Oh yeah, Toy Story is going to be, trailer palooza. Just realized I'm going to have that Minions and Monsters trailer again.
Yeah, with Cthulhu.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait for this Minions and Monsters movie to come out. It's probably my most anticipated movie of the year because
you don't want to see
the trailer. The trailer will stop playing in front of every movie that I see. It has been just nonstop. It's to the point where I'm like, you know what? I think I'd rather see the stupid Nicole Kidman thing than the when she pops up and she's like, "You're at the movies." I'm like, I know. Thank you, Nicole.
I bought the ticket.
Yeah, I'm aware of where we come to this place. I come to this place to watch movies, not to listen to you talk about why we come to this place. Aussie bitch.
It's there are certain movies that the trailers are played so often, so many times that I hate the movie. After I call it the Cowboys
movie now. I call it the Cowboys versus Aliens phenomenon because the first movie I ever remember, like back when I was going to like a midnight showing every single week in the early 2000s, Cowboys versus Aliens was in front of every movie to the point where I started to hate Harrison Ford.
Which is really funny. It's just
and
Harrison Ford, no, we don't want to see you in space anymore.
Yeah, it's a long trailer too, dude. Minions versus Monsters is a long trailer also. Like, it's always a long trailer. There are too many trailers and too many commercials in front of movies, but I digress. I mean, you're looking at 30 to 40 minutes worth of commercials and trailers. And now the commercials are still playing when the movie time hits. That's the thing that really irks me.
Yeah, there is. I mean, the trailers have always been a problem in front of movies, but now it's like worse than ever because the trailers suck. Whereas before, like we used to enjoy seeing the trailers; it was exciting. But now the trailers have the entire movies in them, where I'm like, I don't want to see trailers anymore. Well, unless we're going to cover it on Culture Crossfire.
Right. Well, now we're at a point where some places, so it used to be like the commercials all happened before the start time. Then the start time hits, you get the previews, then you get the movie. Now they're putting the commercials between the trailers.
Yes. Yeah, it's padding.
Yeah, I hate it so much. But what I don't hate so much, Wizard, is our chat, and we have got to go to the chat before we get to the culture. Juliet for £2 over on my channel. Wonderful mod we have over there. This is Afternoon, Culture Crossfire, and Chat. Afternoon, Juliet. Also, we've got you and Cumia for the 199. Says, hit like and subscribe. That's good advice. You should all take it. Mark Fields, the giver of positive vibes for the 199, says, positive vibes to you all. Thank you very much, Mark Fields. We also have Mark Fields over on your channel, Wizard.
Be safe and have a beautiful day. Don't tell me how to live my life, Mark.
Yeah, seriously, Mark. We have just a Dutchie over on my channel for €22. Says, hail to Emperor Marv, hail to the real life fake wizard, hail to the beautiful Culture Crossfire chat. I salute you. I salute you too, Just a Dutchie. One of my favorite people is Just a Dutchie. And Just a Dutchie gifted 5 M4 Empire memberships. Thank you very much, my friend. Very appreciative of that. I mean, all together, that's pretty much $50 right there. So, thank you. Thank you so very much. You know what? You get Bo DeMeo for that. Also, because I have not watched the X-Men 97 season 2 trailer. I have no interest, but I've heard that a lot of people are praising it, saying that it's good.
I won't watch the series at all. I haven't seen season 1.
Oh, see, season 1 was actually I was expecting season 1 to be terrible because I thought it was going to be like super virtue signally, and then season 1 ended up I thought being very good.
The X-Men 90s cartoon is sacred to me. I'm good. I don't want it to continue.
That's fine.
Leave it the way it was.
That is 100% valid. Speaking of things that probably shouldn't continue, let's talk about the Supergirl movie, Wiz, because we got to get to the culture. Millie Alcock seems determined to bring Supergirl further into the culture war. Just 1 week before the movie releases, she says that she's honored that Supergirl is a, quote, queer icon. Let's talk about it today in the Crossfire. Wizard, this is not the story that I think DC wanted. Maybe James Gunn wanted it, but I don't think Warner Brothers wanted this out there. Millie Alcock on the red carpet in Brazil was talking to somebody, and they asked about Supergirl's status as a queer icon, which, to my knowledge, Supergirl has never been a queer icon, ever.
I've certainly never perceived Kara Danvers as being a queer icon.
Yeah,
but maybe that's just me.
Yeah. So Millie Alcock, of course, jumped all over this one. Now, on its own, the comment is relatively tame. She didn't attack fans, insult anyone, or make any sweeping political statements this time. The bigger issue is the growing pattern emerging from the Supergirl press tour. Instead of generating headlines about action sequences, villains, world building, or what makes the interpretation of Kara Zor-El in this film exciting, the conversation continues to drift back toward cultural and political topics. And of course, this has been the same with her. So let's take a look at actually what she said, and here she is.
Over the years, many fans have embraced Supergirl as a queer icon. What do you think is about Kara that inspires that kind of connection?
I think I played a few characters that might have a potential queer through line. I have many queer friends.
Okay, I feel I need to point something out here. This girl's bombed.
What's that?
She appears to me to be inebriated in some way.
I very much want to agree with that, but I think we should play it out and see how. Let's get the
If she's not
context of it.
drunk, if she's not drunk, she just kind of appears to be. I'm not saying she is definitively, but she definitely looks like it. Here, take it one more time.
Yes.
Embraced Supergirl as a queer icon. What do you think is about Kara that inspires that kind of connection?
I think I played a few characters that might have a potential queer through line. I have many queer friends, so honestly, I'm kind of honored. I'm honored that that's happening. But I think because she doesn't live inside the binary of what we think a woman should be, that is what makes her so special and so exciting and so new. And yeah, I kind of thought that as well. I was like, she'd do what she'd want to do in that regard anyway. But yeah, thank you.
Okay, so for those of you that don't speak drunk Aussie, what she said was, I'm honored that that's happening, but I think she doesn't live inside the binary of what we think a woman should be. That is what makes it so special and so exciting and so new. And yeah, I kind of thought that as well, meaning Akara is a queer icon. I was like, she wouldn't. She'd do what she want to do in that regard anyway. She also said, I've played a few characters that might have a potential queer through line. I have many queer friends, so honestly, I'm kind of honored.
Can't people just sell the movie?
Right?
Can't actors just sell the movie? You know, we got for Toy Story 5, you got Tom Hanks and Tim Allen on the press tour, and what are they doing? Like reminiscing about doing the previous Toy Story movies. Like, what's so difficult about doing that?
Yep. Like, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Like, no one was asking for this. Nobody. Well, no, some people were, because look, there is the community out there that everything's got to be about them and everything's got to be for them. And my God, these ads are so annoying.
I was like, where'd that come from?
It's coming from this stupid soccer ad. But she's out there just being like, yeah, oh, I think it's great that she's a queer icon. I'm honestly honored and judicial. But I did the binary. Like, she's just hitting like the she's just hitting the buzzwords.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just charged dog whistle words that are meant to incentivize one group of people and antagonize another. Like, that's all this is. Why are we having this? What does any of them have to do with Supergirl at all?
Look, as much as we don't like Millie Alcock, I think the Hollywood media loves her because she gives them exactly what they want. We are now living in a time where people run when they see Mark Malkin coming at them. And she will, when they bait her with these questions, she gives them everything they want. She's one of the few actors dumb enough to still get virtue signally about things. And when the Hollywood premiere for this movie happens, it is going to be insane, this red carpet, because you know Captain Bowtie is making a beeline right for her.
Oh, absolutely. But so just, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this one, Marv. So the idea here is you're having these press events because you're trying to sell a movie that you need the general audience to be interested in going to see.
Yep.
Right. That's what we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
And, identifying like the sexuality of Supergirl, not gender, but like the sexuality of the character has nothing to do with the movie. We know this is not going to be addressed in the film at all. Maybe there might be a nod, wink, a gag at most, maybe a joke, but it has nothing to do with the plot of the movie. Why are we having this conversation on the press tour?
Because this is the conversation that the Hollywood press wants. It's the conversation they were getting for so long before things like Rachel Zegler happened. And now they can get it from Millie Alcock, so they flock to her. They ask her these questions on purpose, and she's all too happy to answer. I don't know if it's because she just truly believes it or she's always some level of inebriated, but she like is all too happy to give them exactly what they want, which is culture war headlines for you know, for Variety, for the Hollywood Reporter, for all of these trades. And yeah, this went super viral. Now, so let's like, so Millie Alcock on this press tour has stated that women are not, you know, typically not allowed in superhero spaces, which is 100% false. She has stated that that people feel like they have this weird ownership over women's bodies in the superhero space. Then she claimed that she wasn't talking about men. I never said men. You all just put that in. You all just made that sound like it was what I said, and it's not what I said. And I'm like, okay, so were you talking about women who actually do have ownership of women's bodies? Or, you know, like what exactly were you talking about there? She's insulted Christian dads, and now Supergirl is a queer icon.
Or so she'd like us to believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, also, I can't stand the queer icon thing, because any character that gets any kind of like traction becomes they label them a queer icon. I have seen that Link is a queer icon from Zelda. Megan from the Megan movies is a queer icon and actually acknowledged it. Supergirl is a queer icon. They're all icons to that community. 3% of the population has to be represented in 100% of everything.
The witch that abducted children from weapons is a queer icon.
Oh gosh, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
They always say that. Like it's always like almost like a weird like, why would you want that to be an icon for your community? So yeah, Wizard. So this movie is not heading in a good direction, and like they are now stating $45 to $55 million opening weekend. So on the low end, it opens $2 million under the Marvels. On the high end, it opens the same as The Flash. Best case scenario with current projections, it opens at the same as The Flash.
In hindsight, maybe we were too cruel to Brie Larson. You know, just as
Brie Larson said a lot of really dumb things. She doesn't get like Brie Larson has you know, self-corrected, but I don't think Brie Larson gets a pass for the things she said in the past. Though I do believe it was from the studio.
Right. Well, and I say that more as a joke, but you know, we look at I don't understand what it is with these actors and actresses. So it's both. It's not just all the actresses, though it feels that way. Where your job is to sell a movie, and your job, like you're being paid millions of dollars to act, to play, pretend to be a superhero. For millions of dollars, and your job is to now get the general public, the general audience, interested in going to experience your escapism for a couple of hours, to escape the horrors of their own lives. Like, that is what you were supposed to do. And that is what all of them seem to be incapable of. They think they're too important. And this isn't just Millie Alcock. This is all of Hollywood in general. Everyone thinks they're more important than they really are. But the reality is they're not. They're not important. And we know that they're not important anymore. You know, you want to look at like the olden days, right? Like even I'd say 25 years ago, actors and actresses had more respect than they do right now. You know, we had more respect for them. Why? Because they were slightly more intelligent. They were slightly more intelligent, or maybe they were just good at hiding it. But now, being that we have social media and we are like seeing these people all the time, which means we're listening to them a lot more often, we're hearing what they have to say more often. The realization is they are all stupid. They are all dumbasses, and we shouldn't be taking what they have to say seriously.
That's the thing. We used to only hear from celebrities in very carefully curated interviews that were put together by publicists. We would hear them on Carson or on Leno or Letterman or something like that. We'd read about them in People magazine or, you know, the Hollywood Reporter. Like and they didn't fly off the handle. Now we have social media. Now we are subjected to every vapid, bubble-headed nonsense thought that these wealthy, detached, completely irrelevant morons have every single day, 24/7. And I think we've all realized just how horrible they are. Not to mention the fact that, like, a certain list that came out is implicating a lot of Hollywood. We see people, who were out there, embarking on horrible things. I'm trying to be as safe here as humanly possible.
as rated G.
No, but you're 100. But here's the other thing. I think that celebrities are more detached from normal life now than they've ever been before. Celebrities don't understand the people that they're trying to reach, and so they talk to them the way that they have to talk to other celebrities, which is the only thing they know, because in their bubble, the only people they talk to are other celebrities and their handlers, like their publicist or their assistant. They don't actually converse with, like, the general public anymore. And maybe they used to more in the past, but they don't anymore. And once you're in that bubble, this is why I'm, like I said on Monday, I'm really afraid for, what's her face? The girl from Obsession.
Oh, Indy Navarrete.
Yes, Indy Navarrete. I'm, like, afraid for her because now she's the in thing in Hollywood, so now she's going to get brought into the Hollywood bubble. And the girl that was streaming games and, like, playing Call of Duty, like, that's going to be gone the way Jennifer Lawrence was gone. The way Jennifer Lawrence as the self-aware klutz was gone. And all that's left is the Hollywood drone. And that's what we're seeing with Millie Alcock. That's what we're seeing with all celebrities, man. They are pod people. They don't understand life. They don't understand anything about the human experience because they are wealthy, nonsense individuals who just have their butts kissed all day and think that every thought that comes out of their mindless, stupid heads are the most profound, prolific statement that has ever existed.
Yeah.
I can't stand them. I can't stand it. And she is, like, I feel like she's worse because, like, it's all coming out of her because not only, like, is she one of these bubble-headed tomatoes of Hollywood, but I am convinced that she spends the majority of her day drunk.
There's been a couple of interviews that we've seen where it seems like she's been drinking. Because there was House of the Dragon interviews where she doesn't seem like that. There was,
but then at the Golden Globes, she did.
Yes, we've seen her at events where she's very clearly under the influence of something, and then other times where she is completely normal and fine.
Here.
So you can't tell me, like, that's just her naturally. It's like no, she's
here. Look at this.
All there.
Look at her at the Golden Globes.
I've got to say, Severance is awesome. I love that show.
Look at her.
Yeah.
The touching of her face. Like, this is all, like...
You may want to mute it.
Oh, yeah, that might be. But, yeah.
Yeah, man. Look... This is just another example of an actress coming in or an actor coming in thinking they're more important than they really are and then preaching down to an audience.
This movie deserves every dollar it doesn't make.
Oh, yeah. And that's what's sad about that is there's just like The Flash, right? So just to make that comparison, you look at The Flash now, and I think it's going to be a very long time before we see a Flash movie. I think it's going to be a long time before we see a Flash anything. I think it'll be a long time before we see Black Adam ever again. I think it's going to be a long time. And so, all of these characters that actually could have been done well, I think Shazam, I don't think we're going to see Shazam for a long time.
Which is sad because the first Shazam movie is very good.
The first Shazam movie's okay. It's good. It's watchable for sure. I think there's more you could have done with it. I look at the Superman Shazam animated movie and I'm like, that is what we could have gotten. We should have had that. and the powers that be refused to let that happen with Henry Cavill and Zachary Levi. They just wouldn't let that happen, and they deserve all the problems that they get. But yeah, this is Supergirl is going to go away after this, I think. Which again, it's like another character that deserves to get respect. Where it's going to get put on the back burner because they didn't know how to sell it the first time, and they insulted the audience along the way. Here, think about this, Marv. If you had said nothing, it would have been better than saying something with questions like this.
I feel like I almost kind of feel like Batman in The Dark Knight with the way, because like I have always been a very vocal critic of Zack Snyder and how much I hate the Snyderverse, right? But I feel like Batman in that speech where Alfred's like, "You did this, sir. You hammered them. And in their desperation, they turned to a man they didn't fully understand." And that's James Gunn.
You know what this reminds me of? And in a couple of ways, I think he handled it better, but here's why. Mark Hamill is routinely asked if he thinks that Luke Skywalker was gay.
Ugh.
Now, I'm going to give him credit because I kind of like the answer here is the one that Mark Hamill usually gives, or so he's done at the Comic-Cons. He's like, well, if you think Luke Skywalker is gay, then he's gay for you. Like, that's like he is gay in your mind because it's, that's your version of the character. I don't hate that. It is a safety net. It's a satisfying answer to the person hearing it. It also doesn't change anything for anybody else. It's like, well, this is your version of the character. That's how you perceive reality. And I kind of like that. I kind of like it's the cone of, not the cone of silence, but the cone of belief goes on that.
Yes, I believe Luke Skywalker is Schrodinger's gay. He's both gay and straight at the same time.
You know,
because Mark Hamill's every thought is the Joker. That's the voice in his head. Can I call you Joby-Wan Kenobi? James. So here's the thing. This is the second movie out the gate. The second movie out the gate for DC is Superman. Is Supergirl. Superman was the first movie. That was correct. The next movie out the gate should have been Wonder Woman or Batman. And we are now at the point where we have Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, and a Jimmy Olsen Gorilla Grodd show before we have Batman.
Absolute cinema. The Jimmy Olsen Gorilla Grodd
James Gunn. James Gunn has destroyed the Batman in ways I never could. He really is, dude. He's the Joker.
That's funny.
He's the Joker up to the point that he makes these ridiculous, dumb jokes that only he finds funny.
Yeah.
Look, Tim Meadows has bird blindness. Like, that is it. 110%.
I have, for the record, I have tried the bird blindness joke on plenty of people who have not seen Peacemaker 2. Not a single one of them laughed.
They just don't understand my brilliance.
James Gunn is the Joker. That's funny.
This TV show has to accomplish two things. Number one, Tim Meadows can't tell the difference between birds. Number two, John Cena bangs my wife. That second part is extremely important.
And we've written out Batman.
Yeah. By the way, no Batman.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. He wouldn't take part in these shenanigans.
Oh my gosh, you could do like a whole philosophy on like James Gunn is the Joker taking over DC.
I have one demand for this production. Instead of a director's chair, I will direct from a chair in the corner of the room. Now get to banging my wife, Cena. Oh my goodness. But Millie Alcock, man. Like she is just the perfect storm. She's the perfect storm of Hollywood, and I love it. Well, I don't love it. I hate it.
The movie. Mm-hmm. When are you seeing it?
I'm going next Thursday.
Okay, because there is a showing on Wednesday.
Is there?
Like, there is a Wednesday showing. I'm gonna see it on Wednesday in prep for our stream next Thursday.
Okay. So I got my ticket for Thursday, but it was me and two other people in the theater.
Oh,
like that's it. Only three tickets sold.
And don't see it twice.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to see Supergirl twice.
Yeah, I don't think my wife is going to want to see this, so
yeah.
I think once will be enough. Okay, so over under on the box office for opening week. You know what? Maybe we'll save that for next week when we're heading into the.
I want to see it first.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see if I can get into that Wednesday show and cancel my Thursday. But is it like a Amazon Prime thing or?
No, I saw it on Regal.
Huh. All right, I'm gonna look into it. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Supergirl is up and away, and and by the way, she's super. Thanks for asking.
What a mess.
All right, Wizard. We gotta get back to the chat. That was a fun segment. Over on your channel, you got some gifts.
Hey, Dragon Master gifted 5 fake Wizard memberships. Thank you for that, Dragon Master. Turning the chat a little more green.
Thank you very much. Over on my channel, KBHug71 for $4.99 says, there is the anomaly of Jason Momoa. He takes supporting roles, gets paid, and mostly keeps his mouth shut. Keep making bank on stupid, my man. That is actually very true.
I very much appreciate that. Jason Momoa, I think everybody likes Jason Momoa. He's just a cool guy. He wants to drink and throw axes and play silly characters and make movies, and he seems like he has fun.
Yeah. Yep. They've tried to cancel him in the past for things that he said, and he is completely impervious to it. Because he's like the ultimate party boy, right? Like he's like the frat boy of Hollywood, and I don't think anyone can actually stop him.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's just a dude. He seems like he's just a fun guy. So I hope I'm not wrong, and he turns out to like. I hope we don't find out like, oh, Jason Momoa is a total asshole behind the scenes. Like, I hope that's not the case at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope so too. I've never heard a bad word about him, so
he's as tall as I am. Like, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
I've seen him at a convention. He walked through this was years ago before Aquaman, but walking through a convention with his two bodyguards that were like slightly smaller than him. It was very funny.
Mm-hmm. It's really funny, actually. Hey, just because someone's smaller than him doesn't mean that they can't throw down, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Wizard. You ready to get back to the chat? Get back to the culture, because we got to talk about Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Yes, we do. Let's do it.
All right, well, let's go. We are going back to the culture. The trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day has hit the internet. And now we're going to find out, is this movie going to be a hero or is it a menace? Let's find out today in the Crossfire. Wizard, you've not seen this trailer. I've watched it like a million times. Here's the thing, guys. For those of you watching the clip of this, there is a very good chance that we get copyright struck for showing the trailer. So, well, not struck, but like it's gonna get dinged.
Claimed, yeah, it's gonna get dinged.
We're gonna get claimed. So if you're watching if you're watching the clip or the replay of this stream, and you get like a weird cut, that's why it happened. But there will be analysis afterward. But we are gonna watch this together. Now, should we keep it minimized like this, you think, or should we?
No, I say zoom it in so that everybody can see. I can't see it from here. I want to see.
All right,
the
might
details.
as well. All right.
You know, we already know we're going to get dinged, even though we're going to pause and provide commentary along the way, which is what you're supposed to do.
Hell, it's not. Hold on. Let me pull it up on YouTube instead. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
YouTube
know.
works better. Now, while you pull that up, so this is the Spider-Man. I think it's the final trailer.
Yes,
And
I would hope so. I would hope so, because if it's not, they've shown quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I think it is the final trailer, and we have heard. I have heard really nothing but good things about it. Look, a lot of this movie, the plot of it, did leak out there for a little bit. If those leaks were true, and I'm not going to say what they are, if those leaks are true, this movie is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
I like the direction that they took with it. I like the changes that they've made. But yeah, I
haven't seen those leaks, so I'm going to just give you my opinions and my theories.
Yeah.
But
Same.
yeah, so we're gonna be starting and stopping quite a bit, so let's get into it. Right away.
Oh, that's a mega spoiler.
That he's thrashing Scorpion?
I hope that's not that. I hope that's not like how the fight ends.
It probably is.
It probably is.
I have a feeling that that's all Scorpion is going to be doing in this movie. I think Scorpion is a cameo,
super side character.
Yeah. I think Scorpion is just there to, which I think at this point we're able to have Spider-Man fight lesser villains and not have them be the main villain of the movie. Like, he could just fight a villain and that'll be that.
Yeah, I hate this outfit for Scorpion. I wanted the full Scorpion outfit.
Yeah, I would have liked a helmet of some.
I want the helmet.
I was hoping for something more akin to like what we saw in the Insomniac game, because I liked how Scorpion looked in that game.
Yes, this suit is out of that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man show, and
Really?
I don't really care for that show. Absolutely, yeah. Look at this looks like it's right out of that show, especially with the tail design, where it's like gapped spacing out. But hey, it only took 20-something years, nearly 30 years to get Scorpion in one of these movies.
Yeah, and like the suit is so generic here; it just kind of looks like the Green Goblin suit from the first Spider-Man.
I would agree with that.
With the tail.
I wish they did a little. I think I'm very happy that he's in it. Like, it's good actor. I
love this actor because I love Better Call Saul, so I love him.
Yeah, this is good. Just wish the suit was a little bit better, and maybe it will be. Maybe it'll change. I doubt it, but maybe it'll be better.
All right,
we don't know.
So right away, Ned says final semester at MIT. This is a huge time jump from No Way Home.
Yeah, it's the end of their college run.
Yeah, so they were just. It means he's been. This awesome. Has been going on for 4 years.
That's great. So that means he's now been Spider-Man on his own for 4 years. That's the implication.
Yes,
which I'm happy with, because now it's going to be he has been Spider-Man. Aunt May has been gone for a long time. Like, he's had to process a lot of this stuff, and he also hasn't been with his friends in that time too.
Correct.
So it's we're getting depressed Spider-Man. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. This is definitely going to be emo Spider-Man. Look at him. Look at how he's longingly. At 4 years later, and he's still looking at the phone like that. Like, dude, move on with your life.
Okay. It's. I don't know. I would give him the pass on the trauma of the fact of, like, everybody. That is the only thing tying him back to his old life.
Right. Okay.
No one knows who he is, and his friends are still alive. Tony Stark's dead. The Avengers are all gone. They don't know who he is. Like, I get it. I would understand that. But I just, before we continue, I just want to say, I have full faith in this movie because Tom Holland and what Tom Holland has been saying about making this movie.
But then he looked through all the fan forums to see what people wanted.
He went through the fan forums. He said that he was not going to sign off on making this unless they could produce something that was actually a story worth telling, and it had to be kind of new, it had to be fresh, and it had to be what the fans wanted. And if this hits, and I think it will, then man, I'll be a locked in Tom Holland fan.
I want this to hit. I want this to be the only Marvel hit that they've had in years, and have it be for Sony. Again. Yeah.
Like with No Way Home.
Yep.
I hope this is better than No Way Home. There's a slightly different team making this.
I think it's going to be
a lot more say in making it this time.
I
hope it's better.
I think it's going to be very different from No Way Home, for sure. I think it's going to be, because No Way Home was a nostalgia rush. So this has got to stand on its own.
Yes. Yeah.
So right there, we're getting the organic web shooters, it looks like.
Yes.
Because he put his web shooters on, and the organic web shooters threw them off.
Blasted them off.
Yeah. Now, first I didn't like that. Then I thought about it a little bit more, and I'm going to get into what I think is going on at the end of this trailer.
Okay.
Let's get into him talking to Bruce Banner. Okay,
Yeah,
a few
Mark
things here.
Ruffalo.
Yes, Mark Ruffalo, hate him. Absolutely can't stand him. He's at ESU. He's at Empire State University. Very Spider-Man. Also, why I thought Mark Ruffalo and the Hulk had come to an understanding. Why does he need a thing on his hand to prevent him from turning into the Hulk?
Oh, something has happened for sure. Yeah, they just haven't told us yet.
Yeah,
But something has happened where they're no longer buddies again, which does that. Like that is in the comics. They work
the
together
Hulk.
sometimes,
Yeah.
and then that's just the Hulk. Like that's their relationship. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But I want Joe Fixit. I want Gray Hulk,
Yeah, I know you do.
and I don't think we're gonna get it in this movie.
I don't either. Have a villain that is a mystery villain. I believe this is this guy's Damage Control.
He is Damage Control. Yes, this is the guy hunting mutants from the X-Men.
We'll see.
Which means we all know.
Which was also we got Damage Control in Wonder Man. That was
Yes, we
its
did.
introduction.
Yep.
And now it is in this. So
Yep.
yeah.
We all know who this is. This is Sadie Sink. Has
Is
to
it
be.
though?
I really think it is. Yeah.
If well, is it her in control? Like they're painting it out to be the villain here. Like is it?
Yeah, but
is
it's not
it
going to be the
her under
villain.
there?
It's Damage Control is going to be the villain. So,
Well, maybe.
that's what I think. Well, I'll get into my theories when we're done. Could this Latino parkour prodigy be the web swinger?
That's very funny.
Known characteristics: male, 18 to 25, white. Queen's accent first appeared 2016. Okay, that's interesting. So the villain is hopping from person to person, which again, it's got to be Jean Grey.
Yep.
You know, like
This movie has me very excited.
yeah, like that was pretty neat. Spider-Man versus Hulk, I'm here for it. And it's Savage Hulk.
Yeah, that's Savage Hulk.
Like that's Hulk from the 2012 Avengers movie.
Yeah, we're back, baby.
Yeah.
We got Savage Hulk back. It only took a Spider-Man movie. But still, he's smaller.
Yes.
He's smaller. He should be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So we've got that. And clearly the quote unquote villain is talking about going to find MJ. So I would assume it's because Jean Grey can read minds and sees who he is and what has happened. So
I'm very excited for this movie. It seems like it's very much in
Jay
line
with the Punisher.
to keep her safe. I like
So
that.
does that mean the Punisher is like his only ally at this point? Because that
Well,
actually kind of fits.
I think the implication is that street side New York kind of knows each other. It's
Yeah.
just for licensing reasons. They don't all appear on screen because of Marvel stupid nonsense with television rights. And oh, well, you know, people won't know who Daredevil is, so we can't mention him or put him
Well,
in the movie.
no, but also isn't Daredevil like not around at this point?
Daredevil is in prison right now.
Yeah, Daredevil, because they're doing Devil in Cell Block D.
That's right. So season 3 of Born Again will start with him in prison.
Yeah. By the way, I can't wait to see how they ruin that because the Devil in Cell Block D is one of my favorite comic book arcs of all time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Don't get excited. That's all I can say. Don't get excited.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is also coming off the back of the Punisher, One More Day or whatever that was.
One
The
Last
Punisher
Kill.
special. One Last Kill. Thank you. Yeah. So this is he's back to being the Punisher again after he got a deconstruction.
I hope that in the beginning of this movie, he's not the Punisher anymore and he's got a beard and, you know, he's having PTSD flashes and, you know, we have to see him become the Punisher in this one. But he's not going to wear the skull for most of it.
Right.
I think that would be a refreshing change of pace from all things that he's done as the Punisher.
It really would. We need to get more of him not being the Punisher and then becoming the Punisher once again.
And with the beard though too, he's got to grow the beard.
Right? Yeah, grizzled, unshaven, unkempt. Doing. And
he's got
taking
cry
pills
a
and
lot.
drinking.
Yep. And
yes. Yes. Yeah.
Make sure you cry.
We need more of that.
Where does the hand come into play here?
Um,
we're gonna watch this again.
This is, you can tell just from this trailer, like with all of the elements that are in this, they went and they're listening to the fans.
Yeah,
this is made with fans in mind. Think of how many Marvel elements specific are in this. This feels like it's part of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Whereas you had Wonder Man, which was like, I agreed. I liked Wonder Man, but Wonder Man was a little isolated thing. It was this little isolated thing where they made references. They were like, oh, it exists in Marvel, but it's a tiny little thing. It's a grain of sand over there, right? And it doesn't feel interconnected. This finally even Daredevil Born Again. They keep telling you they tell, don't show. They tell us how interconnected it is, and then it never is.
Right.
This feels like a Marvel comic come to life.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all of the elements in play here: Punisher, Hulk, Damage Control, X-Men, the Hand, the Scorpion, all Boomerang, all the other villains that are going to be in this. That are in the other trailers. Like. This is what it should be. This is always what it should have been, and it feels like it's a Spider-Man focused movie where he's not stuck either getting saved by somebody else or saved by Tony Stark. There is no Tony Starkism here.
Agreed.
Finally, this looks great.
Yeah. So there you go, Wizard.
Hey, the scene is different with him at May's grave.
Yeah.
He's wearing different clothes. He's dressed differently. That means it was reshot.
Interesting. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it's a totally different costume he's wearing.
Okay, so here's my theory. I think I know what this mutation is, and I don't think it's the neogenic nightmare.
You mean like the man spider?
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. That would terrify children.
This is the symbiote. The symbiote has bonded with him, and his body is adapting to it. He doesn't know, and he doesn't know. He doesn't know that the symbiote has bonded with him. And I think that in the final fight, whatever it is, the suit is going to turn black.
That would be cool. That would be
the fact that his eyes keep turning black. I think that's a telltale sign that this is the symbiote.
Would you think that it's in connection to the Venom movies?
I think, well, yeah, because the ending of No Way Home, we had that little piece of symbiote remaining behind in the MCU.
Yes, but then it got zapped back to the Venom world.
I don't know. I still think it's going to end up being the symbiote in some way.
I mean, Venom is out there. So, like, Venom is very much still out there, possibly. I think they would be advertising that I feel like they would tell us that it's going to be Black Suit because that would get people even more excited to go.
No, I don't think you need it. It's the same. I think it's the same philosophy as the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being in the last movie. If you had told them people ahead of time, yeah, it would have been huge. But you held it back as the surprise, and that's gonna stave off the second week drop off because people are already coming because it's Spider-Man, right? And then after the movie releases, you show the black suit in marketing going into the second weekend, and now all of a sudden you have a 30% drop off from week 1 to week 2.
All I know is I hope this is the movie of the year at the box office.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will be, but I think I mean it could be. It definitely could be. It's going to run circles around Supergirl. I want it to do better than Doomsday.
I think it can. It's the marketing for this has been really good. If we look at the YouTube analytics side of the trailer views, like this is the biggest trailer of all time in engagement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very telling. And the fact that it's going to be a serious Spider-Man movie. He is Spider-Man. He's out of high school. This is what people want. This is what, and I would also say, this is what people want. This is also what the normies want. The normies want us to go back to the Tobey Maguire being an adult and being Spider-Man. And the 3 movies of him being a kid, you know, they did great. And, you know, I think they're boring as hell. Like, I really do think those 3 movies are garbage.
See, I actually like them. I actually like that trilogy. So
absolutely boring. Absolutely. There's like scenes where I'm like, oh, I love this. And then the rest of it is filled with those side characters that I absolutely hate.
I don't love the second one. I don't
Boring.
like Far From Home, but I like the other 2.
It's Jake Gyllenhaal does a great job with that Mysterio, and I like that idea for Mysterio. What they did with them was good.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it's a slog to get through to the exciting parts of that movie.
It is, and I love the scene where he's fighting Mysterio for the first time, and it's all like the illusions, and he gets hit by the train.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That scene's great, and I think like I like that they gave the Spider Sense its own movie, because like he very clearly didn't have Spider Sense in the first one. And then, like, he learns how to use it in the second one. I thought that was an interesting thing. I'm like, why can't you just call it the Spider Sense, though? Why do you have to call it the Peter Tingle?
The Peter Tingle, yeah. Because they have to be quirky, because we have to be new and different. And we have to, you know, say that what came before was stupid and put our own thing in there that makes the previous thing look stupider.
I always wanted him to just say, like, remember, like, in the 90s cartoon, like, Spider Sense is going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved the effect for the Spider Sense in that one, but I do love how like the Spider Sense exists in the Raimi movies, except for when it doesn't. Like, like when Harry Osborn swoops out of the sky in Spider-Man 3 and grabs him from behind, I'm just like, oh, so Spider Sense is no longer a thing.
Well, there is actually, like, you could explain that away. Like, sometimes there's things that he can and can't sense, and there's lore that they've tried to assign to the Raimi movies, but he kind of gets got quite often in those films.
Yeah,
but I very much like Tom Holland.
I do too.
I hate the MJ character.
Oh yeah, she's terrible.
I like Zendaya more than I like. I don't like this character. I don't like MJ.
My hope for this is he'll reconnect with her in this. She's not going to get her memories back, because that's impossible. And I think they're going to part as friends at the end of this movie, and then you can move on to Black Cat or whoever else you're going to do in a future movie. I don't think that this is going to end with him like being back with MJ.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because Tom Holland and Zendaya is like the Hollywood couple, and they're married now.
They're officially married. They've confirmed that they're married.
They do Odyssey. They're in the Odyssey together. They both worked very closely on this together. I do think Zendaya. If Tom Holland is Spider-Man, then they are not going to do another love interest. It's just going to be Zendaya's MJ.
I legitimately think that Hollywood is starting to get the idea that people are a little tired of Zendaya. Because that Shrek 5 trailer just came out, and she's not.
She ain't not in it. Yeah, she's not in it.
They just leaned hard into Shrek and Donkey. And
I'm not a fan of the design for Shrek, but that's a side point. That's a very good point, though. Yeah, she is not in the Shrek 5 trailer.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about.
Yeah,
I hadn't even thought about the fact that like they're married now, and he's gonna insist that she still be in the movie. Because like I'm thinking of it in terms of like narratively. Like narratively, it makes sense that like you can write her off here, and you can scratch the emotional beat of like, well, she doesn't remember him. Well, it's okay. Well, now she knows who he is, and they have some kind of friendship, but she's moved on with her life, and he could now move on with his. And this is about closure. But you're right. They're not going to let go of it because of the fact that the two of them are married.
there's also a very there's also a possibility. Have you heard what Daniel, gosh, I don't remember, the director behind this movie, what he recently said?
No.
Yeah, so he actually, this is something I think you guys may want to cover in other places, but yeah, so the director here has said, go see this movie as if it's the last Spider-Man movie.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's not going to be because there's no way he's not in Secret War. So, and by the way,
already other Spider-Men in Secret Wars.
If he gets the black suit in this, then he will have the black suit in Secret War, which we all agree he's going to have the black suit in Secret War.
I think that's what they're holding off for. He's got to get it in Secret Wars.
He's going to carry over into whatever the ultimate Marvel universe they're going to create is after Secret War. And I think he's going to be part of like a main part of that universe because he's the only thing they got that works.
Yeah. Tom Holland as Spider-Man makes money. But he's done a bunch of movies, and if this is like the big one, and could you see Tom Holland not being Spider-Man anymore?
No.
I think it's possible. Because it took them a long time to make this. He said he was only going to do it if they could really tell a story that fans were going to be interested in seeing. And, what if this is the out for him and Zendaya?
I don't know, man. I don't think it will be. I think that he's going to get I think he's going to get the black suit and we're moving on. Like, I think that there's too much money to be made here.
Well, we know that there's been reshoots because we could see clearly, but just between these two trailers, that there's different scenes now already.
Yeah. So this is, I think this is 100% Jean Grey. I think that we are led to believe in the trailers that she's the villain. He's going to be led to believe she's the villain in the beginning. Then he's going to find out that she's just a scared teenager or young adult on the run, a young adult mutant on the run, and Damage Control is after her, and Damage Control will end up being the villain. And that'll be that. Like, and Damage Control will find out about MJ, I guess, because Jean knows about MJ and whatever. And then that's why he's going to have to hide MJ with the Punisher. I don't know where the Hand fits in. Wasn't there a comic book story where the Hand like brainwashed Psylocke?
I think so.
Then it could also be that, and they just make Jean Grey into Psylocke. Or make Psylocke into Jean Grey.
I think they're going to handle this Jean Grey introduction very, very, very carefully. Yeah. And I don't think, they want you to think she's a villain. I have a feeling that in execution, you're going to know, right away she's not the villain. Yeah. I mean, even this, it's this shot here. It's clearly you're lying about who the villain is in this shot.
Yeah, I'm seeing, in the chat, somebody the Aussie Juggler just asked, shouldn't the Hand be introduced in Daredevil? They were. Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
And the Defenders.
And 1. They were talked about in season 1 because Madame Gao is the one of the Hand,
one of the 5 fingers of the hand
people. Yeah. One of the 5 fingers of the hand, right?
Yeah. Well, and then what's his face? The guy that whoops him with the hook chain.
Oh, Nobu?
Nobu. Yeah, Nobu is a straight up hand ninja.
Such a good fight. Oh my gosh. The season 2, I know people don't really love Daredevil season 2, but
I love Daredevil season 2.
I love that series. Those 3 seasons are perfect, man. They're so good. And that final fight, think that the whole season of season 2 is no, we can't kill people. And then Punisher's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill people. And Daredevil's like, no, don't kill people. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill people. And then in the end, Daredevil lets him shoot Nobu. Because he's so, after all the terrible things that Nobu has done, he just lets him shoot him.
Well, Nobu had just killed Elektra,
right.
And also Nobu is undead, so it doesn't really count.
So it didn't count.
Well, the problem was killing off Nobu. Made it so that they had to put another Japanese guy who was Nobu's boss in the Defenders, and I'm like, no, it should have been Nobu.
Yeah, and then that's where we get Sigourney Weaver.
She's so terrible in that. Like
She's
Sigourney
really bad.
Weaver comes into these major franchises and just completely phones it in.
She is there for a paycheck.
Yeah.
She comes into these things for a paycheck, and then so that people can say, "Oh my gosh, it's the queen of sci-fi."
Mm-hmm. She's here, guys.
Is this the most Sigourney Weaver project ever?
The answer is always yes. All right. So, yeah, I think it is Jean Grey in the Hood, and I think that her and Peter are working together by the end of this. Damage Control is the villain. Damage Control is like the new big bad government organization. So, yeah, I think I just don't know where the Hand fits into it all, but we shall see. Unless the Hand has infiltrated Damage Control.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when Spider-Man Brand New Day swings into theaters on July the 31st. But for now, we got to get back to the chat. Okay, let's see what's going on here in the chat. Over on your channel.
KB Hugs for a 499 says Hulk mad, Banner made Hulk wuss. Hulk want Norton Banner back. Oh, and Ned still had a sling ring. Did he find the mirror pocket before the spell? You're asking questions that they don't want you to ask. they don't want you to ask that question.
Marv also want Norton Banner back, but
Wizard want Eric Bana back.
Mm-hmm. Wildman, if you haven't gifted 5 M4 Empire memberships, thank you very much, Wildman of Yavin. I appreciate that. Butter Biscuit for $2. Is that the rumor in Ultimate Universe? So that is the rumor that I've heard, is that they're completely rebooting and people will be recast. There'll be a new X-Men. But some people will be recast, some people won't. Like there'll be a new Steve Rogers, there'll be a new Tony Stark, but Tom Holland will still be Spider-Man. Sadie Sink will still be Jean Grey. And the thing I had heard a while back was that they wanted to call it the Ultimate MCU. So we'll see.
Okay.
I know Gary at Nerdrotic has said that he's heard what's happening after it's Secret War, and that we will all hate it.
Yes, the ending of Secret War as it stands right now, we will all hate it.
Now I saw this. It says, did he see the new GTA 6? There's a new GTA 6 video?
So I just shared it. This is breaking news, Marv.
I wish we had a breaking news stinger,
Clip,
but we
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, you want to play it? It's only 30 seconds.
Okay. Hold on. Let's put it up.
Here, I just shared it.
Okay.
Pull up my screen if you want. So here we go. This is GTA 6.
Official
Audio is
cover art
coming
reveal.
through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very retro.
And now we have our cover art.
It's exactly what I thought it would have been.
Pre-order start June 25th.
All right.
That's it.
I'm glad we cut into the show for this.
Well, apparently people are losing it because now we have a pre-order date, which means they're not moving it. They're gonna,
that does not mean
it has
that.
to land.
I remember when I pre-ordered.
We're not in Duke Nukem.
I pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII Remake and then they moved it. So,
well, if they push the date back, they lose billions of dollars in stock market value. So they're not going to do that.
Hopefully not.
The CEO has been on record many times now saying like it will deliver on this day.
Let's hope. You've heard the rumors that they like completely redid the ending, right?
For GTA?
Yeah.
That they've changed a lot of things.
Then the ending, you were gonna find out that the girl you've been playing as is a man baby.
I did not know that.
I had heard that was the original ending.
Wild.
You were gonna find out that she was actually a dude, and you've been playing as a trans person the whole time, and that they were getting rid of that. I don't know how accurate that is. I find it hard to believe, but
Please leave that in. Please leave that in.
I like
Ship it.
I am wondering like just how crazy it's going to be, like in terms of what you could do, or like what they're going to limit what you can do, because they were like, there's going to be pride parades in this. I'm like, there's no way they're going to let you like roll a tank over a pride parade. There's no way.
I don't know.
Or they were like, there's
That
going to be kid. My favorite meme was when they were like, there's going to be kid NPCs in this. There's going to be children. And then just immediately, the people just started posting Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even if that was, it's one of those rumors that like we'll never know if it was true or not, because the rumor is that they undid it. So
I hope they left it in.
Ship it.
I want
all
the
right.
disruption.
We have got another story to get to today, Wizard, because well, it's a story about fighting. So let's have a look-see when we get back to the culture. Gladiator 2 was not exactly a hit with fans, and apparently it wasn't a hit with Russel Crowe. The star of the original Gladiator mocked Gladiator 2 for failing to live up to the original, and we're going to talk about it today in the Crossfire, and there he is, Russel Crowe. Ridley Scott's Gladiator remains one of his most iconic films. It won Best Picture at the Academy Awards, and star Russel Crowe also took home the award for Best Actor. While 2024's Gladiator 2 performed well at the box office, the film ultimately received mixed reviews and harsh criticism from some audiences. Russel Crowe himself recently addressed why he believes Gladiator 2 failed to live up to the legacy of the original film. The Maximus Aurelius actor highlighted the difference between the two historical epics and claimed the filmmakers failed to understand what made Gladiator resonate with audiences. So, Deadline reports that Crowe was addressing a crowd at the Taormina Film Festival. The actor revealed that he repeatedly pushed back against pressure from the studio executives and producers who wanted intimate scenes involving Maximus and Lucilla in the first one. From his perspective, Gladiator was the story of a man avenging the death of his family, and argued, correctly, that those scenes would have undermined the entire purpose of the character's journey. He says, yeah, they fought me. They sent me letters about it and everything. I just stuck to my guns. Luckily for me, Ridley, even though he would have loved to write a sex scene with me and Connie Nielsen, he agreed with me back then, and that was the moral core of the film. I said, none of this sex, just keep it to the fighting. Because fighting around the world. He delivered these remarks from a cartoon tugboat. He says, on the surface, Gladiator's a movie about fighting, but also a movie for men. But if it was a movie for men, it'd be about revenge. But it's not about revenge. It's a movie for women, because it's about vengeance. And this is a subtle difference, but it is a difference. I needed the character to stay on track and fight. He fights his directors and he fights his fans. It's a problem no one understands. Okay. So, he said about the second one, they failed because they didn't understand why it was successful. It had a moral code. So there you go. What did you see Gladiator 2?
Yeah, I did. What a pile of crap.
Was it a pile of crap? I didn't even see it.
So, in the whole premise of Gladiator 2 is that our new protagonist is Maximus's bastard offspring with Connie Nielsen.
Okay.
So, but that is it. If you look at Gladiator, the first Gladiator, and everything that it is, there's an honor code there.
Yes.
Maximus has a very strict masculine honor code. It is something that of the time when it released, like that was the going rate of masculinity in Hollywood was like hero figures that had honor codes. Very strict, very positive masculine honor codes. Then Gladiator 2 virtually undoes that by saying that, oh no, the whole time that you thought he was actually the super honorable guy that was like mourning his wife and child, like mourning the death of his family and seeking to free himself. Like Oh yeah. No. He was sleeping with Connie Nielsen's character the entire time. He was actually not only that, he was cheating on his wife and
while she was alive.
Character here, while she was alive, and they had a bastard offspring that was easily hidden. No one found out, like, you know, even her being royalty and such. Yeah, no one discovered that, and so right on that premise alone, I don't like this.
I think that the biggest problem with the movie was it had Pedro Pascal in it.
Pedro Pascal wasn't even that bad in this movie. He was box office poison. I would say that he was box office poison, but he was actually okay. I didn't hate him in this movie, and you could have done Gladiator 2 if you desperately wanted to, and you could have just did a continuation of that story, and now it's a new Gladiator. You could have done that. You could have done somebody that knew Marcus or was inspired or was an apprentice to not Marcus, Maximus. You could have done an apprentice to Maximus that was a child, or the idea of Maximus created this guy, and you could have done so much, but instead they went the route of again deconstructing a legacy character who wasn't even in this film, undoing the legacy of Gladiator 1 to prop up this character for Gladiator 2.
Why did the character have to be his son? Because it's the boy, right? It's the boy from Gladiator 1.
Yeah, well, which is his son.
Yeah, which doesn't need to be his son. Like, it could just be that the boy was inspired by him.
Yes, that's what it should have been.
I had to fight for it.
It could have been the boy, and the boy could have been inspired by Maximus.
All right, I want to actually look. I want to actually
of Maximus.
I actually want to hear from Russell Crowe himself on this one. So let's have a look at what he said.
Certain attitude to the sequel of Gladiator. What happened when we were shooting that film, there was a lot of pressure to bow to a desire that the studio or one of the producers had at the time, that there should be sex scenes between Maximus and female characters. And I just kept pushing back, you know.
He turned up a little.
I know what you're seeing.
That's as loud as it goes.
But this is a story about a man who's avenging the death of his wife and his child.
Yes.
There cannot be a moment on that journey where he stops and has sex with somebody.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense.
He's right.
Because then that destroys the journey. And they fought me and
They fought me, but I love a good fight. I said, Tugger! We're getting into a fight with some producers. Here, we're here with Hollywood producers, and they love a good fight.
In letters about it and everything. And I just stuck to my guns, and luckily for me, Ridley, even though he would have loved to write a sex scene with me and Connie Nielsen.
He would have loved it because he loves my Willie. Ridley Scott, he tells me all the time.
He agreed with me. He agreed with me back then that was the moral core of the film. So we were shooting for something really, really old-fashioned. And the studio kind of, at the time, didn't quite understand.
I'm shocked. The studio didn't understand. The executives were out of touch. Huh.
Why? But when the film came out, and here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize, you know.
Isn't it Warner Brothers too? Gladiator's a Warner Brothers movie?
It's either Warner Brothers or Universal.
If it's Warner Brothers, it makes sense because they're freaking dumb.
The film
They are
came out, and from
idiots.
the second week of release, globally, there was always more women in the theaters than men.
It is
You
Universal.
think on the surface,
DreamWorks.
Okay.
Gladiator is a movie for men. But if it was a movie for men, it would be about revenge. But it's not about revenge. It's a movie for women because it's about vengeance.
Revenge versus vengeance. That's an interesting concept right there. I don't know if
I
I
like
don't know
to
if
avenge. Ha ha ha.
And this is a subtle difference, but it is a difference. And I needed the character to stay on that track. So for them, in a second movie, to destroy Very interesting, because the second movie barely took the same box office that the first movie took.
He's not wrong.
But that's 20
He's
years
not wrong.
later. And when you apply how much of a change there's been on the value of a dollar,
Right.
they failed. And they failed because they didn't understand why it was successful. It was successful because it had a moral core. And here's the thing. Most people like that. You know?
Yep. He's right.
Everyone does. Everyone does.
People like a
yeah.
moral code. They want a hero who has a moral center. They want a story with a moral center.
99% of humanity likes that. It is the 1% of weird sacks of crap in Hollywood that don't. The people that have taken over the entertainment industry, the
Yep.
1% of those people are the ones who don't like morals. Why? Because if there are morals, then you could be held accountable. And if you could be held accountable, then you can't get away with taking advantage of people, with doing terrible things to people, with changing things. And yes.
Well, it's,
Yes.
I bring up the Dark Knight again. What are you trying to say? That deep down, everyone's as ugly as you?
Yes.
That's it.
That is what all of these people believe. These sacks of shit in Hollywood, man.
Yep.
But before we finish this out, he said revenge. There's a difference between revenge and vengeance, and so I just pulled that up. He's not wrong. There's a very subtle difference. So this is fascinating. I'm going to use this more often. This is great. While both words mean inflicting harm in return for an injury, revenge is a personal, emotion-driven act to get even.
Okay.
Vengeance is more formal and principled, often associated with a righteous, cosmic, or larger scale delivery of justice and retribution.
Okay.
So revenge is like that's so revenge, having that emotional in it, is it's a personal thing, but vengeance is more is maybe third person, whereas revenge is more first person.
Okay. I love Russell Crowe, dude. Like, I really do. Like, I think he's like, remember a few weeks ago, there was that thing where, like, he was, like, signing autographs for people, and people were trying to make it like he was somehow in the wrong for it, where he was just like, "Oi, all right, everyone's going to line up here, you're going to come up, and if there's any shenanigans, I'm done." And everyone was just like, "Oh, what a jerk." And he was just like, "Everyone got their stuff signed, and I got out of there." I was like, no, he was laying down the law. Like, I was a fan of that.
What do you mean? A famous guy had boundaries?
Yeah.
He had boundaries with the crowd that are specifically there to take advantage of him.
Right. They're all there. Most of the people that are
Profit
there
on him.
Yeah, most of the people that are there have things to sign that they don't want for themselves. They want to sell it at a convention.
Yeah, they're gonna slap that on eBay instantly.
Yeah.
Whatever. But in truth, if they're gonna love something and keep it with them forever in the way that movie has been tonight, anywhere I'll be able to find you somewhere in the world. That film, 26 years later, is on primetime television, and it's available on streaming services. Why? Because the love for that thing is because of its moral core.
100%.
Because in a way, we all want to be that guy who can stay that strong.
Yes. Yes.
We all want a man to love us in that way and never forget to take that journey all the way through and make sure that Harry was avenged.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Why aren't more people talking about this?
Yeah.
That was
amazingly profound statement.
But you know what? But this used to be the norm, Marv. This used to be the norm. We used to have this in every movie. It was like, oh yeah, it's another movie where we have morals for our heroes. They took that away. This is like, that's why I started doing this YouTube stuff, man. It's like they've come not only for our heroes. Like, yes, they've killed and deconstructed all of our heroes, but it's further than that. They've gone after the morals that those heroes had, and by virtue, they've come after our stories. They are literally attacking storytelling as a medium itself,
Yep.
trying to take the power away from what it represents and how it educates people. It informs people. Like the storytelling was originally a human device for education, to teach values and lessons that you want to pass down onto the next generation, or that you want to educate yourself, the people around you with. They have taken that, they have hijacked it, and they have instituted this bullshit, me, selfish nonsense. Because to take this away from Maximus is to make him selfish. Whereas the actual part of the movie is what he is doing is a form of selfless vengeance. He will put himself on the line to avenge his family. And like there's a morality behind that. They absolutely took that away. I hate the second movie.
I never want to see it now. I hadn't seen it, and now I don't want to. But you're 100% right. It is there's this wild narcissism in storytelling now, where everything has to be morally gray. What's bad has to be perceived as good because the people that are writing it are bad, and they are trying to justify their own existence by changing popular culture, because with pop culture goes the collective consciousness.
Yeah. It is not about honoring the source material or telling stories that people want to hear. It's not about making money. It is about taking the morals away. It is about taking there's also a case to be made about masculinity in there too. Of
course.
It's about taking masculinity away from men. It is about taking femininity away from women. And it's about making it where, well, your truth, your story, what you want is more important than everybody else.
It is a deconstruction of Maximus, even though he's not in the film.
He's not even there. And
it is the same as Luke Skywalker. It's the same as Indiana Jones. It is taking your hero, your established male hero, and telling you he's not as good as you thought he was.
Yeah. Yes. And if all of your heroes are wrong, if all of your heroes are as flawed as the bad guys are with the pencils that are writing this drivel, if all of your heroes are just as bad, well, then you shouldn't strive to be like them. And you could be just as manipulative and bad as everybody else, because we are born bad. Humanity is evil. By default, humanity is evil. There is no hope. It is the most black-pilled shit. See, this is people... Well, I didn't realize I was going to be so heated on this one, Mark, but like, this is the bread and butter of everything I do here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I do this. Like, if they could take away the morals, if they could take away hope, like people say that I'm black-pilled, right? When it's like, no, actually, I am more hopeful than everybody else. They've taken that away, and I'm going to point out the fact that they keep trying to take it away from you.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane.
Look, Carol Brown's in the chat. And says, I think a lot of writers are not happy, and they're writing what they know. No one these days has a lot of hopes or heroes to look up to. And that's the problem, because these writers only know how to write themselves nowadays. They only know how to write their experiences. They don't know how to step into another experience. And it is you want to show that everyone is as ugly as you. That's 100% it. Like they Maximus can't be held on a pedestal because I'm not as good as Maximus Aurelius.
What is this? Maximus is better than me? I must bring him down to my level. Instead of rising to the level of Maximus, I have to drag Maximus down to where I am. Because I'm perfect just the way I am, Marv, and I refuse to change for anybody.
Absolutely.
I'm perfect the way I am. That is the most narcissistic belief you can have.
Yep.
It's not an attack on heroes. It's an attack on storytelling.
And guys, that was a comment by Carol Brown.
This is my Carol song. It is 8 seconds long.
There were requests for it in the chat, so I had to do it. But yes, Russell Crowe, dead on 100%. Look, he may fight his directors and he fights his fans. It is a problem that no one understands. If there's two things he loves, it's fighting and fighting around the world. But there's one other thing he loves, and that's good storytelling. Right?
Yeah.
Let's get back to the culture. Or let's get back to the chat. I love that episode of South Park so much. He's like, we're here in Harlem. There's a lot of black guys here, and they don't take kindly to Whitey.
Man, don't you miss when South Park had some bite to it?
I know. He's just like, well, I want to fight cancer. I couldn't find cancer, but I found a guy with cancer. Hey, come here, cancer, you vagina. He starts beating the guy. Tiger's whistle blowing means we must be going. No more Russell crowing for you.
Hey, over on the Fake Wizard channel, we had Death Star sent a gold coin for 10 jewels, and Soul of Grim sent a gold coin for 10 jewels. Thank you for
fantastic. Just checking over there. Okay, I did turn. I think I turned the jewels on, but I don't think anyone knows
That's okay.
how to do it.
It makes it messier. Like the whole jewels thing is it's a pain. It's a pain for us to be able to track. They've not made it easy for us to track at all.
Russell, I want to watch everything Russell Crowe has ever been in now, with the exception of Les Miserables, because he's terrible in that. He is pretty terrible in Les Miserables. Stars in my multitude. So
I feel like I got to put that in my my lineup to make a video on. Like, I feel like I need to talk about that.
Yeah.
That what he said, because he's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
The studios, not only do they not understand, they believe the opposite. It is a matter of belief. So, anyway,
making movies, making songs, and fighting around the world. I love it so much. All right. I don't think we have any. I think we're all caught up on super chats. So let's. You know what? Let's talk a little bit about Toy Story, since we're both seeing that today. I am actually seeing it. I'm seeing it with Pro.
We have to. We have to make sure we have room to talk about the other Disney movie as well.
Oh yeah. You know what? I had forgotten to pull that. Let me get that. I think we have to do that before we do Toy Story. Yeah, we got to talk about this one.
Yeah,
because
we got to talk about this one. This is a good one.
Oofa. Oh right. Hold on. Stupid
toys, adults and toys, with Andy Masterson in the chat. The Toy Man.
That's true. I still have to send Andy those pictures because he wanted to make an action figure of me. I was like waiting for like my beard to be like what I wanted it to be. But all right,
Long
Wizard,
and
let's
gray and fake.
Yeah, let's get back to the culture. Disney is coming roaring back to the theaters with Hexed. The new trailer shows us that it's a story about witches. Again, let's talk about Disney's obsession with witches and why it might be so here today on the Crossfire. Wizard, did you watch this trailer?
I have seen the opening clips of it with no audio. I figured we would watch it together and be able to break it down. This looks like it's made by Sora AI, which is no longer available. But, when Sora was out, but from OpenAI, people were making these Pixar does extremely racist movie. Pixar makes extremely sexist movie, right? And those were, they were memes. This looks like one of those memes.
Yeah. So this movie is, again, we're probably going to get copyright claimed for it. So if you're watching the replay and this gets cut up, you understand why. Let's have a look at the trailer and all of the wonderful things that it does. This trailer, Wizard, if I told Grok to create a Disney movie, I think this is what it would be. 100%. So let's have a look-see.
My whole life, I felt like there was something wrong with me.
Why is she even here?
Yep.
I know we're just getting into it. I want you guys at home to be paying attention. As we're watching this together, pay attention to where they want your eye line to go.
Oh,
because
okay.
this is something.
I'm glad you brought this up because
Yeah,
somebody
man.
pointed out on Twitter, and I can't unsee it. This trailer is made to be a reel.
It's made to be on vertical. It's made to be on your phone.
Yep.
Pay attention to it. Yeah, let's take it from the top here. But yeah, you're
Yeah.
going to see everything is in the center of frame.
Everything.
My whole life, I felt like there was something wrong with me.
Why is she even here? I'm such an old show.
Okay, this is the most generic modern Disney character I've ever seen. Combat boots, the purple hair. I mean, like, this is modern Disney in a nutshell.
Oh, another outcast. Another doesn't, goes against the wave, right?
You know, my entire life, I felt like there was something wrong with me. Spoiler alert, by the end of this, I bet you she finds out that the power was inside her all along.
Inside her all along. I hate it already.
Billy, you owe me a 10-page essay on why you're a pain in my butt. Do not make me call your mom.
Oh no, she has magic powers.
Holy smoly.
Wizard, good news. She has magic powers.
Oh, wow. Everything is about powers now. Everything.
It's Outcast Girl gets magic powers and saves Magic Realm.
Yes.
That is every Disney movie.
Yes. Everything is Outcast Girl gets magic powers, and the powers were inside her all along. She never has to learn a dang thing.
He's in the bathroom!
It's not appropriate, but I'm coming in.
Expelled? I don't even know where we go from here.
Her put upon mother, who I'm sure is going to be a very empowered woman.
Single mom.
Yep, 100% single mom.
100% single mom.
The only male in the only human male in this trailer is why can't I this guy?
Yo, somebody in the chat said mixtape the movie by Disney, and I 1000% agree.
It is.
It's mixtape the movie. It's mixtape color coded for sure.
Yeah.
Where we go from here? You are insane.
Okay, so also like she's like vaguely like she's vaguely not white, but like just vaguely enough. Like it is
brown.
Yeah, 100% a Disney thing.
Who is this for, Marv?
Dave Filoni.
Who's this for?
Dave Filoni's wife.
You look at this character, and I want you to just imagine you have children. You have well-adjusted children. They're silly, maybe little Timmy goes to play baseball. Maybe your daughter Tina's in the Girl Scout, right? You look at this. You're a parent. Is this the kind of character that you want your kids to see?
No.
The rebellious outcast that doesn't fit in anywhere, but it seems like by choice.
Yep, that's it.
Out that being outcasted and being rebellious is a good thing. It's okay, and you'll be powerful. I don't know. I just think there's something wrong with this.
And we're gonna get into why witches in a little bit because I have theories. Yeah, no crap. For the studio that brought you Frozen. Yeah, no, we know.
Hey, Billy!
We've been waiting for you.
Whoa.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Oh boy. It's a talking cube-like device, which is a book in this case, and a talking ribbony device. When have we seen that recently, Wizard?
Everything you mean?
I was specifically talking about God.
Everything.
God of War. I was talking about God of War wifey.
Yeah,
but
Frank from God of War. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have traits one might describe as strange, or freakish, or difficult?
I refuse to answer that.
That's a yes. Billy Doe. Welcome to Hex, the world of witches.
Oh boy.
And it's a utopia, Marv. It's
Look
a
at all the
utopia.
witches. Look at them all, and
Oh.
look at all their different colored outfits. Wizard, doesn't it almost kind of form a rainbow of outfits?
Oh, I
Don't
swear the
all
first
the-
thing that popped in my head was
Don't-
Snow White.
Don't all these colors kind of look like a rainbow?
Wow. If you just join the commune of witches, your life will be great, outcasted one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this is the most mask off moment for Disney.
Yep. Yeah. Remember, concept to creation. This movie probably went into production 5 years ago.
5 years ago, right? This
May your visit be magical.
Also, I know there's been a lot of talk lately about the color purple and how the color purple is suddenly in everything.
Yeah.
This is very purple.
Yeah.
She's very purple.
It's specifically called bisexual lighting.
Yeah.
Close enough.
All
right.
Mute it.
Yep.
Yeah, they got us the copyright.
This Thanksgiving.
All right. We got
creepy looking witch characters. We got evil witch characters. But don't worry, because we got good witch character.
She's a good one. Wow.
Yeah, there's that hero shot.
Marv, why does Disney love witches so much?
I can tell you why, Wizard. Because witches are the bridge to intersectional feminism and gay stuff. They've said it. They in the run up to Agatha all along, they literally said, witches are queer coded. That's why we like them.
Oh man. I have a lot of emotions with this. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tell me, is this the gayest witch movie you've ever done? Well, no, not by a long shot, but it's up there.
Well, hey, it's not out yet. We don't know. We don't know. It might be.
Okay, so
it might be,
take a look at the comments here, because the comments all kind of have like a theme. This was like Disney, an audiences don't want original stories, or the original stories in question. Yeah. Did you take the magic bracelet off? Her mother asks calmly. Then there's me, the weird one. Trailer. You're a wizard, Billy. I'm surprised Disney left the comments open. The main character looks like those 2010s Rapunzel edits. Why does it feel like I watched this movie 1,000 times when it hasn't even come out yet? Disney, it cannot possibly be this hard to escape the quirky, adorable trope.
Adorkable.
Yeah. Oh, adorkable.
It's extremely millennial coded.
Encanto, I've never fit in my family. Wish, I've never fit in my kingdom. Hexed, I've never fit in my world. There we go. From the studio who's been hitting the same dead horse for over a decade now. And here's the other thing. There's a show that I had never watched, but I noticed in the comments that everybody was kind of pointing it out. It's called Owl House.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
And I know we do have a super chat about it that we'll get to after it's over. But I already was going to queue this up because they basically said that this is just Owl House, and I was like, well, what is Owl House? I had never heard of Owl House. What could that possibly be? Well, Wizard, this is Owl House. I'm not going to actually play the trailer, but I'm going to just show you some. That's the main character of Owl House.
Oh my gosh, it's the same character.
Yep. And here we are looking in a mirror with witch stuff. And hold on. Oh, look, we're in a magical witchy world. Like Look at that witch stuff and flying on brooms, and look, there's more magic. This literally looks like it's the exact same thing. And somebody said that I guess Owl House was canceled before people thought it should be, and now there's like questioning among the fan base of this of whether or not they canceled it to make this movie.
Well, if this show had any kind of popularity, I don't think they would have canceled it. I maybe they did, but I don't see Disney canceling something just to make a movie out of it when their movies keep tanking.
So everything now is we've had we had the Acolyte, which obviously witches, lesbians, intersectional feminism, all that jazz.
Lesbian space witches that undermine Anakin Skywalker, yeah.
Yes. And then, of course, in Marvel, we went down the road, down the witch's road. And that was also insanely gay.
And WandaVision.
That was the gayest thing you've ever done. Yep, WandaVision was all about witches. Disney is obsessed with witches, and this is why. Because there's a bunch of, there's a bunch of astrology-obsessed, burning sage, millennial women who are basically running Disney's creative right now.
I have very strong opinions about those types of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
I want to address this. Marv, you lost so many mail points remembering that damn song. Okay. I had to review that show.
Fair.
I had to review that show, and that song was stuck in my head for months afterward. So,
Marv, on the topic of witches, there are two movies, and I talk about this often, okay? There are two movies from Disney. They're tied together. One of them is fundamentally different than the second one, and it's because of the change of the times. And the first movie is called Hocus Pocus. The second movie is called Hocus Pocus 2. In Hocus Pocus 1, the three witches are evil. They worship Satan, and they go to hell in the end. They sacrifice children, virgin children, practicing Christian black magic based in the Christian faith. Like, that is the Satan that they are worshiping. They go to Christian hell. Okay?
Yep.
That's the canon established in the first movie. The second movie comes back to reverse that and to make them a little bit more empathize. You can empathize with them a little bit more that, well, they're not totally purely evil because something bad happened to them when they were children, and so they're just rebels to the system. Hey, they're worshiping the devil. They're sacrificing children to the devil.
Not only that.
Because they're witches.
Not only that, but the main three girls in the movie are witches. The hero girls, the ones that we're supposed to empathize with. They are a coven of teenage witches who look like this.
If you did the witch stories, see, that's why I love Harry Potter so much.
Yeah.
I love Harry Potter because it has the identity of magic and witchcraft, but it is not bound in religion. It is not bound in Christianity at all. They celebrate Christmas. It has nothing to do with the canon being presented as being religiously bound at all.
Right.
But you have something like Hocus Pocus, which goes out of its way to say that, hey, we are totally satanic black magic witches doing black magic evil stuff. And that's how the audience should perceive them. And Disney keeps repeating that over and over and over and over again, but trying to make it more like, well, actually, it's okay. No, actually, it's not. Actually, it's not. Harry Potter might be the only one that gets away with it because of the canon established.
Right.
I can't stand this Disney shit. This is terrible.
You're right. You're 100%
It's also
right.
demonic. I mean, that's a really big. You can't hide from the fact that this is demonic crap. Like that is what it is.
It's not even that's not even the thing that irks me the most. It's just how formulaic and lazy and uninspired it is, and it is specifically meant to push that very specific agenda. It is meant to be like, here is the road that we are going down the witch's road to take young girls on the road to lesbianism and intersectional feminism. Hey, you want to know what? I bet you the Hex world is like super communist too.
Oh no, dude, that's what I said. As soon as you get that shot of how colorful and lovely and exciting that world is, this magic hexed world is, the first thing I thought of was the opening scene of Snow White, where they're dancing around in their communist utopia.
Yep. And then in the end, when they're dancing around in their communist utopia.
That's exactly what I visualized there. And somebody's going to come in to try to take away their communist utopia. Yep. And by the end, they'll have their communist utopia again.
Yep. And then the pigs from Animal House are going to come dancing through.
I mean, that would be nice.
Not like the evil pigs from Animal House, because those were capitalists. I mean, like the pigs at the end, the good pigs that overthrow everybody. Because they were the beloved benevolent communists.
That's right. The correctional communist piggies. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely ridiculous. And then of course, there's going to be the only male character in this entire thing is going to be that book.
There'll be some other guys in there, but they'll probably be villainous.
I'm shocked that like the girl witch villain that we saw was a girl, but I'm sure she's going to just be misunderstood.
I want to reply to a comment here. You guys go a little hard with women bad sometimes. Not talking about the witch/demonic stuff. Otherwise, I mean, okay. Did we not go in previous segments? Did we not go very hard on the Gladiator story?
Yeah.
And how everything being done here is to change the dynamics of stories being told. That is the point of this.
I don't think that it is I don't think it's that it's being against women, it's being against the way women are being depicted in media. Because they're not being depicted as women. They're being depicted as men, essentially, in a lot of these cases. And it's all about how they're depicted. It's not about like women being women. I don't know, what do you think?
There's I would need more time to properly.
Yeah, but they're being depicted in a certain way to push a certain ideology, and that's the problem. That's where we stand against it.
Yeah, this is an ideology push, but it's also a demonic one, and I'm not afraid to point that out anymore. Like it just is.
I would also point out this movie originally was about a boy.
Was it?
It was about a boy and his mother originally, and they completely rewrote it.
A single mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably single mom.
Yeah, single mom or dead dad. Single mom, or dead dad.
Yeah,
because you got to have at least one dead parent in a Disney film.
Here we go, guys. This is it. This is the story. This is what we are faced with for the next generation of Disney. Is going to be more witches, more intersectional feminism, more purple everywhere, more magic, more magical realms, and more of just the same bull crap over and over again. All right, we have got a few. What is going on with StreamYard today? It's not changing the format the way I need to change it, and it's also not like blurring out the things we've already clicked on. That's really annoying. Jess Danae 138 for 199 says this movie is just Owl House 2.0. Yep, 100%. And she also had pointed out in the chat that Owl House had like every character in Owl House was gay for the most part. I'm sorry, these are on your channel and I'm reading them. Why am I reading them?
You could. I don't. That's.
No, go ahead. This one's also on your channel.
I was on the wrong tab. I missed them. Jess, thank you for the Owl House comment. Creators Freedom for 5 says it is a fresh take to get an anti-hero type character from time to time too. It's not fresh anymore. That's the difference. Like, it's a fresh take to get to get the anti-hero.
It's a fresh take to get a hero nowadays.
Yes. Yeah. It's a fresh take to get like an actual morally based hero. And we talked about it before with Gladiator. That lit me up. I'm like, oh my gosh, like here Russell Crowe just nailed it. Like that is the problem with those movies.
And when you do get a morally based hero in modern media, they are surrounded by nihilistic characters who roll their eyes and dunk on them for the entire thing, like James Gunn's Superman and He-Man.
There's something to be said about how, and I mean, I'm just a broken record at this point with this, but we used to talk about, oh, well, they came after Luke Skywalker. They came after Han Solo. They came after Leia. Yes, it's not just men that these people are rewriting and changing. They came after Princess Leia as well. They are still coming after her and undermining her leadership with the rebellion. Like, she is now a failed leader.
Yep.
Many times over after Return of the Jedi ends. So they had to deconstruct her too. It is an absolute disgrace that the reason we watch these stories is for entertainment, sure. It's to turn your brain off, sure. But it's also to find values worth aspiring to live your own life with. Okay? That is the point of these hero figures. Now, does that mean that everything needs to be sunshine and rainbows? Absolutely not. That is not it at all. But when you have something, you have characters and stories and franchises that are based in that, they should remain that way. And you can look, you want to tell an anti-hero story? Write it. You write it. Shout out to more power to you. Write it. I would love to see it. Would love to read it or see it on the big screen. Like, tell those stories. I'm not saying not to tell those stories. I'm saying the ones that are made for heroes to be heroes should be left alone to be heroes. They should embody the values that you yourself can't live, but aspire to be.
Yes.
And I think there's a big difference here. And then I got to kick it back to you, Marv. But if we look at Hexed, everything I got from that trailer and everything that we find in witchcraft, especially modern deism witchcraft, it is all about the self. If you read into these books, if you read into what the witchcraft of today, the New Age isms, I mean, literally even Obsession covered this pretty well. It is all about the pursuit of one's self, serving thyself. And when you look at Gladiator, it was serving an ideal that was vengeance, but also to the betterment of the entire country by the end of it.
It's so funny too, because like they're pushing this like modern witchcraft, serve thyself kind of thing, while also pushing communism, which is supposed to reject serving yourself. It
is serving yourself. Like, that's part of it.
Well, no, like in communism, the idea of communism is to serve the commune.
It's baby steps.
Well,
you must serve yourself.
The new Soviet man was supposed to be, a man who is not selfish at all, who does not care about himself and only cares about the community. I believe
it is you serve thyself, and then over time it's because we are the self, we are a collective. Now you're serving us, you're serving each other, and that is serving yourself.
Right.
Baby steps.
Doge Pal for 2, Disney learned nothing from the Owl House, shaking my head. And then Doge Pal for another 2 says, the Owl House, Disney's OG lesbian witches show. Yep, that's the formula they've gone back to over and over again. LK for 2 says, Disney already did this movie. It's called Halloween Town. I never saw that.
But Halloween Town, okay, play into that. Like, wait. Did you say, hold the phone. Did you say you've never seen Halloween Town?
No, I never saw Halloween Town.
You need to watch them, Marv. You need to watch Halloween Town 1 through 4.
Okay.
1 through 3. They're Disney Channel movies.
Okay.
You've never seen Halloween. You cover Disney and you've never seen Halloween Town?
I mean, no, I never did.
I mean, they're not good, but you have to see them. It's like, it's part of culture. It's part of Disney culture.
I don't know. Wasn't when I was like, how long ago was this?
Like the 90s.
Oh,
the first one came out, I think, in the 90s.
No, I just never saw them.
Oh my gosh, you have okay. No. October of this year, we are going to do. You're going to have to watch one a week because we're going to have to do weekly Culture Crossfire check-ins where Marv watches Halloween Town.
Why? Why do we want to make my week
because
worse?
1998, Halloween Town came out, and you totally missed it. Pause.
I was watching WWF Monday Night Raw. I was watching Stone Cold Steve Austin, not Halloween Town.
Nah, you can't be a commentator in the
13-year-old
Disney
boy
space and not have not seen the Halloween Town movies.
All right.
Oh my
fine.
gosh.
Fine.
It's got Debbie Reynolds in them.
Oh, good.
Like yeah. Carrie Fisher's mom is grandma in these movies, and she's great.
All right. Anyway, over on your channel.
Jason Nelson for 2 says, Wiz, how was being on Open Bar with Drinker and Mahler? It was awesome. I wish I was here. Like, I'm back in HQ now. I so wish that I was able to not have tech problems while I was on with them, but I did. And then I had to cut out a few minutes early, which I wasn't happy about. But great show. Would love to do it again. I wish it wasn't Disclosure Day, and because I wish there was something more exciting for us to all talk about. But it was a great show. Would love to do it again with them.
And over on your channel?
Black Spider-Man suit would set up Secret War.
That comes from
Yes,
Skippy
it would.
HWS. Yep. It would.
Skippy for 2. Yes, says Black Spider-Man suit would set up Secret War. Yeah. There's anything's possible, I think. I think anything's possible.
Well, I think that it is the most iconic thing from the Secret War comic, so he has to have the black suit in it at some point.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We'll see. All right, Wizard, that's everything I got.
And we're at time.
We're overtime right now.
Overtime.
Yeah. So,
right.
that does it for us. Tonight, we're going to have the M4 cast here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you check that out. I'm sure I'll have some thoughts on Toy Story. I will also hopefully have an out-of-theater review on Toy Story 5 later today on the M4 Empire. If you have not yet subscribed to the M4 Empire, please consider subscribing. We are on a quest to get to 10,000 subscribers. We are almost there. We are over 3/4 of the way there. So please check out the M4 Empire and give it a subscribe. Wizard, what do you got coming up?
I am going to see. I'm going to the movies today. We've got Friday Night Tights tomorrow, and then Fake Cast on Saturday, which we're going to do our 2-year anniversary celebration on Saturday. We were going to do it. It was Tuesday, but I was like, we're just going to stick to the streaming schedule because we're a little busy right now. But yes, so Saturday will be our 2-year anniversary of doing YouTube's stream. So
amazing. Awesome.
We'll do that then. And we'll be back with you on Monday.
All right. You want to close us out?
Yes. Until next time, my friends, create, innovate, inspire, and cancel Disney Plus. And after seeing that Hex trailer, cancel that crap, man.
For real.